Hey guys, welcome back. It's I look dark again because of the backdrop. Anyway, Leos. We are doing Leo. Alright. Leos, you guys have a lot of naysayers, a lot of people like throwing shade your way. A lot of people I can hear literally as soon as I said Leos and I started, in my mind I heard, why are you doing this? You're not even good at this. Why are you, this is stupid. Just do something else. Just give up. That's literally what I heard. And obviously that's not, I know that's not my brain. And I don't know if it's you guys or if it's other people that are saying these things around you. If it's you guys, whatever it is that you're doing, question yourself as to why you're doing it, right? If you're doing it because you enjoy doing what you love to do, then keep on doing it. Who cares what anybody says? If you're doing it because, you know, this is something that you want to make money off of, then ask yourself, if it hasn't worked out for this long, is it really something that's meant to happen? And if the answer is still yes, then again, who gives a fuck, right? First of all, if this is you thinking this way. If this is other people, 1000% do not give a fuck what anybody says, okay? Nobody understands the struggles that you've been through better than you, and the reasons why you do certain things, and you don't have to explain yourself to anybody, okay? Like for example, my channel, I've been doing this my channel on and off for about, I don't know, 5 years, and it's nowhere near anywhere like other people, nowhere near, and that's okay. I'm okay with that, because I don't do this for, like, obviously it's not making me, it hasn't made me any money in 5 years. I had a lot of clients in where I lived at before I started this channel, but I moved. So I no longer I have no clients. This is just what I do, right? I'm going to continue doing this whether, because this is something I enjoy. So, yeah, maybe ask yourself if it's something you want to do, or if it's something that you do because you're hoping that, I don't know, it'll make you buku money, and, but it's taking a toll on your mental health. If, you know, like I said, if it's not, if this is a lot of people projecting onto you, don't give a fuck. Don't care what other people say. Yeah, no, don't care what other people say. I could go into all that, but that would take literally half this video. First of all, just starting a project or doing something on TikTok or starting a business is fucking scary. And I've done all of them, right? It's very scary. It's very hard to, like, get something off the ground, especially if it's just you, right? When you have help, that's a lot easier, of course, especially if you have help with support with, like, family and friends around you that are not talking shit and hindering, right? Anyway, Leo, okay, what you need to know, or I guess what you don't see. But I did immediately, as soon as I started, I said Leo, and I started hearing that, and I was like, that's not me. So sweet results await, bee spirit. See, there is sweet results. I feel like you've been busy as a bee, right? Busy, 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 busy. Whatever it is that you're doing. Sorry if I'm going dark. It's because of the, I need to fix that after this reading. You guys have been really busy, and there's 7, which we all know 7 is abundance. At least for me, I see that as abundance. And there's sweet results coming in. Just keep on going. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter who cares about their opinion. Just putting yourself out there and doing something that's different. Even just putting yourself out there, like there's so many people on TikTok and Instagram and doing all this stuff, and you would think it's easy. It's still not easy. Even if there's like millions and millions of people doing TikToks, it's not easy being vulnerable. Embarrassment is such an understated emotion. I really feel like we should delve into that emotion more, because being embarrassed means that you feel out of your comfort zone, right? Like, and even if people are seeing us differently, it doesn't matter. People will still feel that feeling of embarrassment, right? And I think we should really like feel embarrassed at least once a day. It means that we're doing something out of our comfort zone, and something that takes us into a new element, right? People always assume, oh, I'm embarrassed because other people are whatever. No, you can feel embarrassed and not have anybody be judging you, right? I'm so dehydrated. So I don't know if you guys are dehydrated, if you guys need water. If you do, get on it. Yeah, you guys also have truth transcends illusion, dragonfly spirit. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Look, the truth is, it's your truth. It transcends any illusion that anybody is putting upon you. It transcends any illusion that society is putting upon you. It transcends anything that is out of a norm. You know who creates your life? You do. You create your life, and you're creating it the way that you want to. And it literally is showing me, they're showing me that picture where you see like two people digging, and finally one gives up, and they're like so close, right? And they give up. And they were so close to the pile of diamonds or whatever it was that they were digging for, and the other person has a little bit way more ways to go, but they're gonna get there because they're still digging. Believe in yourself. Oh my gosh, there's a need to believe in yourself. All right, and they're also saying use your mind wisely. Almost like, listen, quit doubting yourself, quit saying negative things to yourself, quit all that shit. Like, yeah, it was cute at one point when it was like take a leap of faith. It was cute at one point where it was like, oh my god, I'm scared. At this point, you know your worth, and it's not cute anymore. You know what you bring to the table, and you know exactly what you're doing. And you know exactly what you're doing. And I feel like whatever it is that you're trying to do or that you're wanting to do, it is the right step in any direction. It is the right step. Even if it's not your end goal, it is the right step for you to take, okay? Because that shows that you're willing to put yourself out there. Again, like I said, embarrassment is an underrated emotion, okay? So whatever it is, you need to do it, and you need to believe, transcend illusions. Again, like, it doesn't matter what the illusions are, what it looks like. You know how many people have, like, I always use this person because I absolutely just think it's beautiful. But J.K. Rowling, before she Harry Potter took off, there was a bunch of people that had already seen Harry Potter and were like, no, we're not interested in wizards. And she was literally on food stamps. She was like so on the verge of being homeless. She was a single mom, and boom, one day it was like, yeah, we'll take it. And after that, she literally became a billionaire, right? From, like, it seems like from day to night, right? But it really wasn't. How many no's did she get? How many, like, times? I'm sure she had other books that she wrote too that didn't ever get picked up, right? Literally on food stamps, on the verge of being homeless, okay? And so there's a need to believe in yourself and believe in what it is exactly that you're doing, and trust that whatever it is that you're doing is going to take off. And even if it's not, trust that whatever it is that you're doing is actually helping you to get to where you need to go, right? This really is all about you. It's all about you. Because yes, there could be other people telling you, no, don't give up on that, don't, yes, no, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's about what you want and the kind of life that you want to live, right? The kind of life that you want to, your dreams, what you want to go after. I heard some of you guys might want to get like a part-time job or something on the side. But again, it's not like stop doing what you're doing. I heard that's not for all of you guys, because some of you guys, this is something that you guys do full time. But there's a need to believe in yourself, right? With the pig spirit, I did get, I don't want to say that because this pig is so cute. I have to say, even dressing up a pig doesn't make it. I don't like saying that because I think they're so cute. I don't even care. You know, putting a bow on a piece of shite is not going to make it any less shittier. Okay? That's all I'm going to say right there. That's all I'm going to say right there. Okay? Because we're not bringing the pig into this. The pig did nothing and it's beautiful. So using your mind wisely and making sure that you're making decisions about the people around you and who you choose to share your life with, and especially if people are actually telling you to your ear or telling you like, hey, no, this isn't gonna work out, give up on it. Like, you need to not be in my corner. You need to not be in my corner, because like a real friend would not. A real friend would not say give up on your dreams. They would give you ideas on how to, you know, they would support you in whatever way that they could. And I mean, there does come a time where if you push and 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 it seems like nothing's happening, there might be a time where you need to like change, right? Rebrand whatever it is that you're doing. And if a certain point, you know, it seems like it's not gonna work, maybe it's time to do something, not giving up, but in a sense of like trying it differently, trying a different way, trying something different, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean give up on yourself. But from what I'm seeing, the universe is saying, look, you're gonna get sweet results from what you're doing. So Leos, for whoever I'm reading for, this is you guys, the universe is saying, the Three of Wands, your ships are coming in. They're coming in. So this isn't like a, oh no, you should just let go of this because it's not. No. They're saying keep doing what you're doing, but don't allow people to tell you what to do. If that's the case, then that's going to be your whole life and you're going to stand for nothing, right? With the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, but it flipped over. How do you want this? It came in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You feel like nothing's moving for you. You feel like no opportunities are coming, like nothing's, like money's not being made off of this opportunity. You're being told that money cannot be made off of this. You might be having some hard time with money. You might be having a hard time with bills and all that stuff. Like I said, if there's a way that you can if there's a way that you can get a part-time job to support you while you continue to do your other thing on the side. Remember, when people start restaurants, they put money in and they use their savings to survive. When you open a restaurant or when you open any business, you don't get any money back for like 2 years. You don't get any money back. You don't make money. It's all going back into the business. And you don't make anything for 2 years. People live off of their savings, and sometimes it doesn't go well and they end up losing their business, right? That's why they always have like one person on the side still working a corporate job, or even just doing a side hustle where you can still make money on the side, right? But there's a need to believe in yourself because you have the Seven of Pentacles here. It literally is growing. It is growing. Look, the top has already been built. So it's almost like the top has already been, it's the bottom that's growing, right? And it's the bottom that anchors it in, right? Do you see how the bottom is growing but the top has already been built? And at the bottom is where the heart is here. It's almost like, yeah, you're all mental right now, but where's the heart? Where's the passion? Where's the belief? that it's going to happen. You need to ground it in for yourself and allow it to stay grounded, right? Because you're getting here victory. The Six of Wands, you're getting victory here. What? Okay. I thought this one had like one purple stripe, but no, it has other purple on it. It's just really light. I think they just overdid it on this purple one. But it's almost like saying, like, there's like one ancestor, one guide that's literally, you have many, but I feel like there's one guide here that's trying to tell you, there's something here about a family member that is not, it doesn't, I don't feel like they're doing this intentionally. If they are, they are, right? If they are, they are. But they're not, if you're not gonna help, get the fuck out of the way, right? And I just saw 555. And that's a phrase in Spanish that we say, si no vas a ayudar, si no vas a ayudar, no estorbes. Meaning, if you're not gonna help, get the fuck out of the way, right? So if you're not gonna come and help me and pep talk me and tell me that, you know, my dreams are real, and just because you didn't make it to your dreams, get the fuck out of my way. I don't need to hear the negativity. I don't need to hear your bullshit, right? I can do bad all on my own. Let's clarify the Three of Wands. Yeah. I feel like there was, make adjustments. There's a need to make adjustments in whatever it is that you're doing. Like I said, there could be, you maybe need to do a rebrand. There's also a recovering of your mind, right? If you're doing whatever it is that you're doing and you have doubt, then you're only going to manifest doubt and doubt in other people and what you can do. With Repairman here, right? It's almost like there's a glitch in the system and it needs to be mended or upgraded. I'm telling you, there's something here about a rebrand, and I do feel like you guys have an idea of what it is. Yeah, there's something here about fighting with family, because the Five of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, and this person is literally fighting like the family tree. I don't know. Yeah, with the Ace of Coins, you've gone through a lot of hardship. You've gone through a lot of misfortunes. You had to overcome a lot of trials. You feel like you keep taking 2 steps back. But there's an opportunity coming in. It does feel like you've had a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. There's been a lot of adversity and a lot of setbacks. Okay, but I feel like it was because, again, you had the wrong people around you. You had the wrong energies around you. It was almost like you were going through, it felt like you were going through a stage of like loss where you were losing people, places, and things, even like things in your home, cars, relationship, opportunities. But really what was happening is the universe was cleansing out. Imagine you just hit scene, right, on a movie, and what do they have to do in real life? They have to clear the scene, they have to clear the set and set up a new set. So it was almost like the universe was clearing out the scene for you, because you're actually starting and not even a new chapter. It's almost like you're starting a whole new life. And they had to remove a bunch of stuff because they're bringing in a bunch of new stuff to form a new set, because you're going into a new life, a new movie where there's a new set, there's new furniture, there's new people, there's new places and things, right? And so all that loss you thought was bad luck, you were going through this and that and that, it wasn't. The universe was taking it away because you don't need it where you're going, right? The 7 of Coins, yeah. There's a need here to rest and relax, but I feel like you're gonna get time off. Some of you guys might actually be going on a vacation, needing to take a pause because your mind was burnt out. Even if you weren't overworking, your mind was burnt out here, and it feels like you either were gonna crash, are gonna crash, or felt like you did crash. You are being supported, but there's a need here to meditate. There's a period of recovery here that you're going to take. You guys, some of you guys might be going on a vacation, like I said. And it's because you've been in limbo. Like I said, they're clearing the set out. I feel like they already cleared the set out, and they're about to start moving new things in. And so you're in limbo because you can't really do anything. But right now is the period of self-actualization, right? Yeah, you're suspended between two things. And then look, the 6 of Wands, you got the Diamond at the bottom of the deck. Creative force, faithfulness, value, perfection, brilliance, commitment. It's almost like you're purifying your mind again. Yeah, you're multifaceted. Invincible spiritual power. Yeah, no. Yep. Yep. And I'm getting this as an Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like for whoever I'm talking to, Leos, I feel like you guys are going to be doing multiple things, not just one thing, not just whatever it is that you guys are trying to do, right? I feel like you guys are going to be doing a bunch of things, but I do feel like there is a time off. There's a need to take a rest from whatever it is that you're doing, or needing respite from your mind, right? Because you have been through a lot. It's showing here. There's been a lot of things going on, and it felt like a whirlwind of negativity, when in reality it wasn't negative. It just felt negative to you because, right, we live in a 3D, and when shit's breaking down and you don't have enough, and this and this and that and that, and your health, whatever it is, right, it feels negative because, of course, but the universe is just like, we're just removing shit. We're just clearing out the stage to set up something new. So it's all coming up roses, to be honest with you guys. But I do feel like there needs to be a rebrand, a break, and then coming back real strong. All right, let me get you guys advice. Her eye ever open. Yep. And I see this as in like eyes wide shut, right? You can see now with your eyes wide shut. You can feel your intuition. And then 888, which is another abundance number. Goddess Tara and Tibetan Quartz. Her eye ever open. Yeah. You're using your intuition and you're following it. And then spiritual connection. Yeah, this is, you guys are becoming very spiritual, and it's almost like you're building in tandem with the universe. When before you were trying to build by yourself or with 3D, and there was a lot of hate and negativity around you. Okay, Leos? Alright, I'm going to leave it here, Leo. I hope this helped, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!